Hi, I just wanted to go through what exactly the Metabolic Balance program is. My name is Joanne Duma. I'm a registered nutritional consultant practitioner, or nutritionist for short, and a metabolic balance coach. So, a little bit more about me is that I am the owner of the Wellness Equation. So, it is a nutritional company in New Tecumseth, Ontario. And I am an award-winning nutritionist. I've won favorite nutritionist in the area a few years running now. And I got the passion for nutrition because I use food and supplements to correct my own gut issues and that of many others. So, as a child, I missed 72 days of school because I was sick to my stomach. And on paper, I was the healthiest kid. But in reality, I was suffering from a lot of stomach issues and I wasn't able to go to school. And if you knew me, I love school. I love learning. So it wasn't until my 20s I met somebody and they asked me the question, "What do you eat?" And this question completely changed my life because I never really thought about it. I just assumed it's on the shelf. It's healthy, right? It's good for us. But that couldn't be further from the truth. So, changing my diet corrected my gut issues. And I had a few supplements just to help with the process. And now I want to help people feel better, reduce inflammation, help with their guts, and lose some weight. So, what is metabolic balance? So, metabolic balance was developed over 25 years ago by Dr. Wolf Fun Fact in Germany. So, the program was originally designed to heal inflammation and help reverse metabolic syndrome in his patients, which also resulted in achieving optimal body weight. So, the program was designed by studying the chemistry of one's individual lab values and the chemistry of food, and then using food as the prescription instead of medication. So it's an innovative, all natural nutrition program that brings balance to your hormones, optimizes your health, and leads to a new, invigorating lifestyle, resulting in successful long term weight management. And to date, the program is managed and dedicated physicians and nutritional scientists. So there's lots of research backing this program, which is amazing. And the foundation of the program is that Metabolic Balance unique capability to develop a truly personalized nutrition plan based on an in-depth analysis of your unique blood values, medical history, and personal likes and dislikes. So no two plan is the same. Everybody is unique and the plans reflect that. And your personalized nutrition plan acts as your roadmap, indicating exactly which natural foods you should eat in order to promote the biochemical changes needed for reaching your goal and your desirable weight. So, the foundation of the method is that it's 100% natural. So, there's no prescribed injections, pills, shakes, or special foods that you have to eat. You don't have to keep points or count calories. It's very simple. And everything you need for the program, you can get at your local grocery store, farmer's market, health food store, and it can easily provide all the wholesome, nutrient rich foods listed on your nutrition plan. So, what to expect from the program? So, weight loss and improved energy, hormonal balances, especially insulin, improved immune function, the potential reduction or elimination of the need for high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetic medication. But that's something that you're going to monitor closely with your doctor. As a nutritionist, I can't comment on your medicine, but follow with your family physician. And this is something that you guys monitor and make that choice together. Better sleep, improved moods, less bowel and stomach problems, reduced allergies and intolerances, improved joint inflammation and pain. You save money on your weekly grocery bills. The program pays for itself in just a few months because you're not having all this additives. Everything is just real food. And there's a potential benefit for sufferers of polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. And it has the highest success rate for lifelong health benefits and weight management. So, those are some huge benefits of the program. So, how does this program actually work? So, first, you're following 8 specific rules, and this will be your guidelines throughout the program. So, rule number one is eating exactly 3 meals a day and do not eat more or less than the plan prescribes. Rule number two is ensure that there's a 5 hour break between meals. Rule number three is to make sure that each meal lasts no longer than 60 minutes. Rule number four is to begin every meal with 1 or 2 bites of the protein portion of your meal. So that would be your meat, your fish, poultry, cheese, beans, eggs, or yogurt, depending the protein you're consuming during that meal. Rule number five is to be sure to have only 1 protein per meal and 3 different proteins per day. Rule number six, if possible, do not eat after 9 p.m. And yes, there are exceptions of this rule. If you're a shift worker, then we will alter your plan slightly to make it work within your schedule. Rule number seven is you'll be given a water prescription, and it's very important that you drink the amount of water that is prescribed a day. And rule number eight is an apple a day. So choose one of your meals to include your daily apple. So, elevated insulin levels. So, when your blood sugar isn't controlled, your insulin goes higher. And when your insulin goes higher, your cholesterol, triglyceride, your adrenaline hormone, and your cortisol, which are both stress hormones, can be elevated in your body. Then, melatonin, which is your sleeping hormone, can be decreased. We don't want that one to decrease. We want good night's sleep. As well as your DHA, which helps with all other hormones, your human growth hormone, and your fat breakdown are all decreased. So the main hormone that is controlled through metabolic balance is your insulin levels. And when you're constantly eating like 6 meals per day, your hormones, insulin is going up and down, and your blood sugar is going up and down all day and not giving your body any time to break down the fat. So when you're eating 3 meals per day, your blood sugar levels are more stabilized, and then you have periods that you burn the fat, as in this diagram here. And also, another thing that metabolic balance pays attention to is the biological value of proteins. So, this is basically how much protein is absorbed into your body. So, protein is broken down into amino acids, and the essential ones are just on the right here. And they're essential because your body can't produce them. So when you look at an egg, it's 100% or 100 biological value, meaning it has equal amino acids throughout the egg. So all the amino acids are available at 100. Then when you look at cow milk, it has a biological value of 91. So then the lowest amino acid is sitting at 91, and then that way you'll only get the 91% of all the amino acids that are in that cow's milk, if that makes sense. So the program is also broken down into 4 phases. And there's phase one, which is the preparation phase. The duration is 2 days. It's just kind of getting back to square one, eliminating your bowels, and eating easily digestible food. Preparation for your next phase, which is the strict phase, which lasts at least 14 days, and you will have no oils in this phase, and follow your meal plan as closely as you can. Phase three is a relaxed phase, duration up to months, depending on when you reach your goal. And then your maintenance phase, which is ongoing. So we want to teach you how to have healthy habits for life and not just lose the weight and that's it. We want to make sure that you're able to listen to your body, listen to your hunger cues, and maintain your weight. So this is your ongoing phase. So, what does the meal plan look like? So, this is an example of the meal plan. Now, don't follow this one, it's specific for a certain person, and yours will be different. Your weights of food will be different. So, you'll get a 3-day menu plan that is broken down like this. So, your breakfast, so 60 grams of cheese, 85 grams of vegetables and lettuce, fruit, and bread. And then that would be your breakfast for that day. And then you would also get a personalized food list. So you'll look at your cheeses and take a cheese and plug it in and have 60 grams. So even though it's a 3-day menu plan, there's lots of variations depending on the food that you choose. And there are ways to mix your lunch and have your lunch for dinner, dinner over lunch, and alternate to see what works best in your schedule. So this is kind of just the sample of what one looks like, and then you'll have your 5-hour breaks in between. And these are your personalized food lists. So once again, yours will be custom to your health history and your blood work, but this just gives you an example of certain foods that are in there. If you absolutely hate a food, I can customize it and remove that food from your plan. Or if you're dairy free or gluten free, the only thing that does not work on the plan is if you are vegan, because it needs more amino acids. Vegetarian can work on the plan and just not vegan, just because it's based on different proteins and amino acids. So this would be your carbohydrates, your vegetables, and everything is listed by its category. So what is metabolic balance success rate? I know when you start a new program, you want to know what you're in for and what's the outcome look like. So an individual reaches their goal weight and maintains it for 2 years. And that is what classifies as a successful weight loss plan. So, metabolic balance has a 60 to 80% success rate, and that's huge. The only program that has the higher than 50% success rate in over 35 countries is the Metabolic Balance Program. So, it's globally the highest success rate, and the next highest is Weight Watchers at 22%. So, how much weight can you expect to lose? So, everybody is different. So, it all depends on how much you exercise, how closely you follow the plan, how much water you're drinking. The more closely you follow the plan, the better the results. So 5 to 8% of your total body weight is lost during the 16-day reset period. And then you can expect about 1 to 2% of your total body weight per week past that until your optimal body weight has been achieved. So, for example, if your starting weight is 180 pounds, expect about 9 to 14 pounds weight loss during the first 16-day reset period, and then expect 1.5 to 3.5 pounds per week after. So, curious to learn more? Let's discuss the flow of consultations, accountability check ins, and pricing. So, the first appointment, we schedule the initial consultation, we meet online, we evaluate your health goals, we complete the intake form and medical assessment, and we evaluate the 4 pillars of health. And I send you the welcome package and the requisition form for labs. So then you go get your blood drawn at Life Labs, and then we meet once your lab work is completed. So this is our second appointment. And then we go over in depth of 1 and 2 phase of your plan in great detail. And you'll be instructed to read your plan twice over, making sure you know the ins and the outs of it. And then you contact me with any questions. We'll start selecting the official start date, just way that we can have frequent communication during the first 16 days. Because when you're starting a new plan, the first 16 days, just creating a new habit is the most difficult, but I'm here to support you. The third appointment, we meet online approximately 1.5 to 2 weeks into the program. and we evaluate the results and review phase 3 of the program. The fourth appointment is broken down into 12 weeks of accountability check-ins, and we schedule meetings on an as-needed basis. So every Friday, I check in, send you an email. Hey, how's it going? What is your challenges this week? What is your weight loss and how you're doing? And any issues, we deal with them together. And so this will be sent out every Friday. Your fifth appointment, this is the 12-week mark, and we meet online. We evaluate the results and evaluate changes in all 4 pillars and adjust the protocol as needed. The sixth appointment is broken down into 12 more weeks of accountability check-ins, and we schedule meetings on an as-needed basis. The seventh appointment, this is the 24-week mark, and it's the most important one. And this is how we teach you to sustain and stay balanced for life. We meet online and review phase 4. And whether or not you've accomplished your goal or not quite yet, you'll be given a full package outlining the changes in the maintenance phase. So you review exactly what to do if you're feeling that you're slipping. And so this is kind of wrapping up the program at this point. But if you did need extra support or extra accountability, weekly check-ins, we can work together to come up with another plan just to give you that extra support after the 6th month. Because some people's goals are a little bit larger than other people's, and that's all right. We're here to help you no matter how big or small your goal is. So, what is included and what does the program cost? So, the cost is 1,599 Canadian plus tax, and it includes your blood work, your complete custom nutrition plan from Metabolic doctors in Germany, your 6 months of personalized coaching, and it can be extended longer than 6 months for an additional fee. And it's a program that works without the yo-yo effect and the need to try something else. And no additional costs ever again unless you need extra consultations after the 6 months. And you'll always have your plan to revert back to if need be. So say in a year or two you start slipping, then you have your plan, you know what to do to get back to your goal. And I have recently added an online portion, exercise challenges, and the why behind the metabolic balance, like why we have rye bread or an apple a day. Because I find when I know the why behind what we are doing and having that extra support, then I'm more likely to follow through than somebody just saying, oh, yeah, do this, do that, do that. And then when it gets hard, I stop. But if you know the why behind things, it is empowering and will help get you to your goal. And so the plan expires 1 year after purchase and is valid for 6 months of coaching. So whenever it works for you, we'll start and we'll pick an official start date. And then we have 6 months of coaching to help get you to your goal. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me at info@thewellnessequation.ca or give me a shout at 705-391-6501, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And if you go to my website, thewellnessequation.ca, you can also book a free 15-minute consult just to see if the program's right for you. All right. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.